My child, lean in. Do not turn away. This is the very moment you have been waiting for, the moment that your spirit has longed for through countless days and sleepless nights. I need you to pause right here, because this is not just another message that drifts past you like so many others. This is not a coincidence, not a random occurrence. It is not an accident that these words have found their way to you. I, the Lord your God, have placed this before you as a divine appointment. Every word that follows is meant for your heart, and your heart alone. This message is not for everyone, it is for you. You are the one I have chosen to receive these words. You are the one whose spirit has been crying out in silence, whose prayers have been rising like incense, though it seemed as if no answer was near. Today I am speaking directly to you, to your soul, to your deepest need. My beloved child, you have been waiting for so long, haven't you? The waiting has tested you in ways you never thought you could endure. There were moments when you whispered into the darkness, asking, "How much longer? How many more days? How many more nights?" And though others around you seemed to move forward, you felt as though you were standing still, left behind in a cycle of delays and unanswered prayers. Yet I tell you now with all the weight of eternity in my voice, that season is ending. The wait you thought might never end is drawing to a close, and the moment you have prayed and dreamed of is beginning right here. I am the God who hears, the God who sees, and the God who remembers. Nothing you have endured has been forgotten. Nothing you have prayed has been wasted. I have counted your tears. I have heard your cries. And now I declare to you that the silence is breaking, and the answer is here. You need to understand how deliberate this moment is. From the beginning of time, before you drew your first breath, I knew that you would be here right now, receiving this word. I knew every detour, every heartbreak, every night you lay awake asking if I was still near. And I preserved this very instant as a holy moment, set apart in the timeline of your life to bring clarity, breakthrough, and release. This is not for everyone. There are multitudes in this world who will never pause long enough to hear my voice. But you, yes, you have been chosen. You have been prepared. Your heart has been softened by trials so that you would be ready to receive what I am now speaking into your life. If you turn away, if you allow distraction to steal this from you, you will miss what has been prepared for you since the foundations of the earth. That is why I call you so urgently, my child. Stay with me. Do not turn away. You have asked me many times, Lord, do you see me? Do you know what I am going through? Do you even hear me when I call? And now I answer you, I have seen it all. I have been beside you in every moment. When you felt forgotten, I was watching. When you felt abandoned, I was nearer than your breath. When you thought no one could understand the weight you carried, I was carrying it with you. The weight you endured was not a punishment, it was a preparation. I was shaping your heart, refining your faith, and teaching you to lean not on your own strength but on my promises. And now that the waiting has fulfilled its purpose, I am bringing you into a new chapter, a chapter where you will see the answers manifest before your very eyes. You not sense it, my beloved. Even as you listen now, there is a stirring inside you, a trembling in your spirit that tells you this is different. This is not the same as before. You are not here by chance. I drew you to this moment because it is time for you to know that I have remembered you. I have not overlooked you. I have not forgotten what you prayed in tears, what you whispered in fear, what you confessed in silence when no one else was near. I heard every single word, And though the silence of heaven felt unbearable, I assure you, heaven was not silent. I was aligning things behind the scenes, moving pieces into place, arranging details you could not see so that the promise would come forth at the appointed time. Right, God, light my path if you need His direction right now. Child, if you knew how much I love you, if you knew how carefully I have guarded your path, you would never again doubt my nearness. The enemy tried to convince you that I was absent. He whispered lies into your mind, telling you that the waiting meant I had abandoned you. But I never left. I never turned away. I never stopped working on your behalf. While you wept, I was writing. While you questioned, I was building. While you waited, I was preparing. And now, the hour has come. The wait is over. The long nights of wondering, the endless days of hoping, the weary prayers that seemed unanswered, all of it was leading to this very moment. This message is urgent, my beloved. Do not take it lightly. Do not scroll away. Do not let your mind wander, for in these words I am delivering what your spirit hath been longing to hear. You cannot afford to miss this. There are seasons that come and go, opportunities that pass by, but this one is appointed. This is not something you stumbled upon casually. This is not mere coincidence. I, your God, place this before you because it is time. The time you thought would never arrive has arrived. The moment you feared might never come is here. Do not let doubt steal it from you. Do not let fear silence what I am awakening in your heart. My child, lean in. Stay with me. This is not a time for half-listening or divided attention. This is not entertainment. This is holy ground. I am speaking directly to you because you matter to me more than you realize. You have been overlooked by others, but never by me. You have been underestimated by many, but I know the treasure I placed within you. You have been dismissed by people, but I have set you apart since before time began. And now I am calling you to believe again, to hope again, to receive what I have been holding for you until the right time. And that time is now. The urgency you feel in your heart is not your imagination. It is my spirit stirring within you, testifying that this is real. You cannot afford to brush it aside. Many will hear messages and never act on them. Many will feel the stirring of my spirit and walk away unchanged. But you, my child, must not do the same. You are different. I have chosen you to hear, to believe, and to receive. And if you will hold on to these words, if you will treasure them in your heart, then you will see the transformation you have prayed for unfold before your very eyes. So listen closely now. Do not let anything distract you. Do not let anyone pull your attention away, for this moment is sacred. I am standing at the doorway of your life, ready to lead you into what you have been waiting for. The wait is finally over, and your new beginning starts here. My beloved child, let us speak now of the long wait, of the endless days and nights that seem to stretch beyond what you could bear. I have seen every moment of it, and I know how heavy it has felt upon your shoulders. You asked me again and again, Lord, how much longer must I endure this silence? How much longer must I carry these unanswered prayers? You felt the ache of time pressing against your soul, as though promises had been forgotten, as though I had turned my face away from you. Yet I tell you the truth. I never turned away. I never stopped listening. I never once overlooked a single word that rose from your heart to mine. When you wept in the night and thought no one could hear, I was beside you. When you whispered prayers so faint you wondered if they reached beyond your ceiling, they rose before my throne like incense. When you looked around and saw others receive answers while you remained waiting, I was still holding you close, still writing your story, still preparing you for what was to come. I want you to know this deeply. Not one moment of your waiting has been wasted. Every second of it has been purposeful. Every delay carried meaning. Every silence held a design. What felt like endless waiting was in truth careful preparation, a sacred shaping of your heart and spirit for the greater things I have ordained for you. You thought the waiting meant I had forgotten you. But child, how could I forget the one I formed with my own hands? I engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your name has never left my lips. My eyes have never strayed from your life. Though you could not see what I was doing, I was working with precision, lining details in ways too intricate for your understanding. You only saw the surface. You saw doors closed, dreams delayed, prayers unanswered. But beneath the surface, I was planting seeds that needed time to grow. The soil of your life was being prepared, and I would not allow anything to sprout before its season. What you called silence was not absence. It was incubation. I know, my beloved, how it felt to you. The nights were long, filled with questions that would not leave your mind. You asked me if you were unworthy, if perhaps I love others more, if perhaps your mistakes had disqualified you from receiving my blessings. You questioned if maybe your prayers were too small, too broken, too weak to reach me. And you grew weary. Your heart grew tired. You carried a weight that no one else could see, a burden hidden beneath your smile. Others thought you were strong, but inside, you were weary of holding hope when hope seemed so far away. Yet even in those moments of weakness, I was proud of you. For though your faith trembled, you never let it die. Though your hands grew tired, you still lifted them in prayer. Though you could not see me, you still cried out to me. That faith, my child, is precious to me. It has been refined in fire, purified through the waiting, strengthened in the silence. Please support our channel, because our sincere aim is to fill your life with joy and help you grow in devotion and reverence toward God. And if you feel inspired or blessed by our work, you may kindly encourage us through the super thanks button down below. Do you remember the times when you thought you had reached the end of your strength? When you whispered, "I cannot go on like this." In those very moments, I was carrying you. You did not realize it, but the breath that sustained you was my gift. The strength that pushed you forward was my hand. Every time you rose again after a night of tears, it was my spirit lifting you. Every time you chose to keep believing, even when everything told you to give up, it was my grace sustaining you. Do not despise the waiting season, beloved, for it has made you into someone stronger, wiser, and more deeply rooted in me. I saw when you felt forgotten by friends, when you longed for someone to notice the silent battles you were fighting. You carried wounds that no one around you recognized. You endured disappointments that cut deeper than you allowed anyone to see. People thought you were fine because you smiled, because you kept going, because you carried yourself with dignity. But I knew the truth. I saw the cracks in your heart. I felt the sting of your loneliness. I knew how badly you wanted someone to say, "I see you. I understand." And because others did not, I want you to hear it now from me. I saw you. I understood. I was there every single time. Do not think the delays meant denial. They were not punishments. They were not proof of my rejection. They were proof of my careful timing. For I love you too much to hand you something before you are ready. A blessing given too soon can become a burden. A promise fulfilled prematurely can crush instead of build. That is why I held it back, not to harm you, but to prepare you, to deepen your faith, to strengthen your endurance, to shape your heart so that when the answer arrived, you would be ready to carry it, to cherish it, and to use it well. You must understand this. Every tear you shed has been gathered. Every sigh of your heart has been recorded. None of it vanished into the air. I wove them into the tapestry of your story. What felt like silence was in fact me listening more intently than ever before. What felt like distance was me drawing you closer in ways you could not perceive. For in your waiting, I was molding you. In your longing, I was sharpening you. In your emptiness, I was making space for fullness that is now coming. You thought you were standing still, but you were growing. You thought nothing was happening, but everything was happening beneath the surface. You remember how a seed lies buried in the ground, unseen, unnoticed. To the eye it seems lifeless, but hidden within the soil, life is forming, roots are spreading, foundations are being laid. Then one day, without warning, the seed breaks through the ground, full of life and promise. That is what I have been doing in you. The waiting has been your soil. The tears have been your rain. The prayers have been your roots. And now, beloved, the season is shifting. The seed is breaking through. The time of unseen growth is giving way to visible fruit. I know it hurt. I know it was lonely. I know you wanted answers sooner. But what I have planned for you is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. And extraordinary things require extraordinary preparation. While you thought you were forgotten, I was shaping you into a vessel capable of carrying what I am about to pour out. Do not despise those years of waiting, for they were not wasted. They were the furnace that purified you. They were the silence that trained you to hear my whisper. They were the darkness that taught you to treasure my light. Without them, you would not be ready for what is now being released into your life. Hear me, my child. The waiting was not a detour. It was the path. Every delay, every silence, every tear, every prayer, they were all part of the road that has led you here, to this holy moment. I know it has felt long, but I tell you now, the wait is over. What you thought was lost time was in fact divine preparation. You are stepping into the season you have been praying for, and all the years of waiting will suddenly make sense. You will look back and see that nothing was wasted, that every moment was shaping you for this very hour. So hold this truth close to your heart. I saw you when you felt forgotten. I was with you when silence weighed heavy upon you. And I declare to you now that none of your waiting has been in vain. The time has come, the answer is here, and the new chapter begins now. My beloved child, hear me clearly now. The wait is over. What once seemed like an endless season of delay, where silence and uncertainty weighed upon you, is giving way to a divine shift. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is not wishful thinking, it is my decree. I, the Lord your God, speak directly into your life at this moment to tell you that the season of trials is closing and the season of answered prayers is opening before you. The very air around you is changing because heaven itself is moving on your behalf. I want you to picture this truth. For so long, you have been walking through a valley, carrying burdens that bent your shoulders and wearied your heart. You have felt storms rage, winds howl, and shadows creep around you. Yet even as the valley stretched longer than you thought you could endure, I was walking with you, shielding you, preparing you. Now, beloved, the valley is ending. The sun is rising. The storm is lifting. You are not stepping into more of the same, you are stepping into something entirely new. The chapter of suffering, of waiting, of unanswered cries is closing. And I, your God, am opening the page to a new season where joy, provision, and breakthrough flow into your life like a mighty river. This shift is not subtle, it is supernatural. Even now, my angels are dispatched, moving swiftly on your behalf. You may not see them with your natural eyes, but in the spiritual realm, chains are falling, obstacles are being removed, and doors that were once bolted shut are swinging open. My heavenly host surrounds you, carrying assignments of healing, restoration, and provision. The very forces that once opposed you are retreating because they cannot stand against the authority of my command. What was once held back is being released. What was once locked away is being unlocked. What was once delayed is now being delivered. Do you feel the weight lifting even as you hear these words? That heaviness in your spirit that seemed impossible to shake, it is breaking. The chains of doubt, fear, and despair that once bound you are shattering under the power of my Spirit. You will begin to notice it in small ways. At first, the sudden peace that settles in your heart, the doors of opportunity that appear unexpectedly, the provision that arrives just when you need it. These are not coincidences, my child. They are the signs of my hand moving, the evidence of heaven breaking into your life. Comment, Lord, heal my broken places if you're trusting Him for restoration. For so long, you felt as though nothing was changing, as though every day was the same cycle of questions and struggles. But I tell you now, the shift is here. The atmosphere is different. You will sense it in your spirit before you see it with your eyes. Your heart will feel lighter, your mind clearer, your soul filled with a hope you thought you had lost. That is my Spirit testifying within you that the season has changed. You are no longer waiting at the threshold. You are stepping through the doorway. The battles that once consumed you will no longer hold the same power. The trials that once crushed you will no longer have the same weight. I have allowed you to be refined, but I will not allow you to be destroyed. And now, because you remained faithful even in the silence, because you clung to me when everything told you to give up, I am releasing what I promised. My word does not return void, and the promises I spoke over your life are being fulfilled in this very season. I know you questioned if this day would ever come. You looked at the delays and thought, perhaps I misunderstood. Perhaps I am not chosen. Perhaps it will never happen for me. But now you see, beloved, that my timing is perfect. What I promised has not been forgotten. What I spoke has not been erased. It was written in eternity, sealed by my hand, and preserved for the appointed moment. And that appointed moment is now. Do you recall the prayer you whispered through tears? The dreams you buried because they felt too delayed, too impossible? I have not forgotten them. I am breathing life into what you thought was dead. Like dry bones rising, like a barren land blooming with flowers, what seemed hopeless is springing to life. You thought the story was finished, but I am writing a new chapter. You thought the door was closed forever, but I am opening one that no man can shut. You must understand, this shift is not only about external blessings, it is about transformation within you. I am removing the garments of heaviness and clothing you with joy. I am taking away the ashes of disappointment and placing a crown of beauty upon your head. The bitterness that once consumed you will be replaced by peace that surpasses understanding. The despair that whispered lies in your ear will be silenced by the sound of victory. Where you once walked with a bowed head, you will now walk with confidence, knowing that I, your God, have gone before you and made the way clear. My child, this is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to hesitate. When I declare that the wait is over, I mean it. Do not look back at the former things with regret. Do not allow the enemy to convince you that this is just another passing moment. No, this is the turning point. This is the shift that heaven had been preparing. The doors are open. The chains are broken. The angels are moving. And you, beloved, are stepping into the fulfillment of promises. Even as I speak, you may feel your heart stir, your spirit rise with anticipation. That is not your imagination. That is my spirit confirming within you that everything is changing. You are moving from survival to abundance, from emptiness to overflow, from sorrow to joy. The wilderness season has accomplished its work, and now you will taste the fruit of the land I promised you. You will see the answers, hold the blessings, walk in the miracles you once only dreamed of. So lift up your head, my child. Lift your eyes to see the horizon, for the dawn has broken. The night is over. The long silence has ended. And I, the Lord your God, declare once more, the wait is over. Step forward in faith, for heaven is with you, and nothing can stop what I have begun. My beloved child, now that I have declared the wait is over, let me draw you closer still and speak to the deepest places of your heart. For I know there are wounds you have carried silently, questions you have whispered only within yourself, and fears that still echo in the hidden chambers of your soul. Hear me now. You are loved, chosen, and worthy despite every failure, every mistake, every scar. My love for you has never been conditioned on your perfection. It is not shaken by your weaknesses, not erased by your shortcomings, and not diminished by the times you fell. I do not measure you by the world's standards, nor do I look at you through the eyes of those who rejected you. I look at you through the eyes of eternity, and to me you are priceless, beloved, and irreplaceable. For too long, shame has whispered lies into your mind. It has told you that you are not enough, that you do not matter, that somehow you are disqualified from the blessings I have promised. You have replayed your mistakes, rehearsed your failures, and allowed the enemy to chain your worth to the moments you wish you could erase. But I tell you this with the authority of heaven, none of that defines you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the sum of your regrets. You are mine. And because you are mine, your identity is rooted in my love, sealed by my sacrifice, and secured by my promise. Nothing in all creation can separate you from my love, not your past, not your weakness, not even your doubts. I saw you when you felt invisible, when others overlooked you, dismissed your value, or treated you as though your voice did not matter. I was listening. When you longed for someone to see the real you, the broken, weary, yet longing heart within, I was gazing at you with eyes full of compassion. You are never invisible to me. In fact, you are the apple of my eye, engraved on the palms of my hands, carried daily in my heart. I have always noticed you, always delighted in you, always celebrated you, even when no one else did. You are my masterpiece, uniquely crafted, wonderfully made, and deeply loved. Child, I know how the weight of unworthiness has pressed upon you. You compared yourself to others, believing they were more gifted, more deserving, more loved. You thought perhaps I had reserved blessings for them while leaving you behind. But I say to you now, I never forgot you. I never overlooked you. I never placed you second. My plans for you are distinct, tailor-made, written before time began. What I am releasing in your life cannot be compared to anyone else, because your story, your calling, your destiny are unlike anyone else's. You are not late, not left out, not overlooked. You are right on time, chosen for this very hour, prepared for this very breakthrough. Let me also speak to the pain you still carry from the past. I know the betrayals that cut deep, the words spoken against you that left invisible scars, the relationships that ended leaving you broken and confused. You wondered if you would ever truly heal, if you would always carry the sting of those wounds. But today I pour my healing oil into your soul. I am binding up the broken-hearted, mending the shattered places, and restoring what was lost. I will turn your wounds into testimonies, your scars into symbols of survival, your pain into power. What the enemy meant for harm, I am transforming for your good. I also see the bitterness that tried to take root in your heart. You wanted to forgive, but the memories replayed themselves again and again, reminding you of the pain. Anger whispered to you that you were justified in holding on. Resentment told you that releasing it would make you weak. But I, your Lord, tell you that holding on has only chained you further. And now I invite you, let it go. Release the bitterness. Lay it at my feet. I will carry the weight that has drained you. I will replace it with peace that surpasses all understanding. Forgiveness does not excuse what was done, it frees you from the prison it built around you. Let me break those bars, my child. Let me set you free. Do not think that your brokenness disqualifies you. It is your brokenness that has made room for my grace. It is your weakness that has revealed the power of my strength. It is your tears that have watered the soil of your destiny. You are not disqualified, you are the very one I choose to show my glory through. For I delight in taking what the world calls unworthy and clothing it with honor. I delight in lifting the overlooked, in restoring the forgotten, in raising the weary into places of joy and abundance. That is what I am doing in you now. When you look at yourself, you may see flaws, failures, and regrets. But when I look at you, I see beauty, potential, and purpose. You are not the labels others gave you. You are not the opinions of those who doubted you. You are who I say you are, and I call you beloved, chosen, forgiven, redeemed, and destined for greatness. Let these words sink into your spirit, for they are the truth that will uproot every lie. Beloved child, I promise you healing. I promise you release. I promise you restoration. The wounds that once defined you will no longer hold you captive. The shame that once silenced you will no longer keep you bound. The chains of bitterness that weighed you down are falling even now. You will walk lighter, freer, more whole than you have ever been. My spirit is breathing life into the broken places of your heart. My love is filling the empty spaces. My grace is covering every failure. My mercy is rewriting your story. So rise, my child. Rise from the ashes of regret. Rise from the weight of shame. Rise from the shadows of unworthiness. For I am lifting you into a new day, a day of joy, of peace, of abundance. The past no longer has power over you. The pain no longer has a claim on you. You are mine, and I am making all things new. Remember this always. You are loved, chosen, and worthy despite it all. You are not forgotten, not invisible, not unworthy. You are my beloved, my treasure, my joy. And as you release the bitterness, as you receive my healing, you will step into a freedom and fullness that will transform everything around you. My beloved child, hear me now as I speak into the very needs that have kept you awake, the deep longings you have prayed for in secret, the desperate cries you made when provision seemed distant and healing seemed impossible. I tell you plainly and with the authority of heaven, I am releasing provision into your life. Not merely enough to get by, but a season of abundance that honors your faithfulness and meets the needs that have pressed upon you. I know the sleepless nights you spent worrying over bills, the pangs of anxiety when you opened an empty account or wondered how to put food on the table. I saw the prayers that rose from your lips with trembling hands, the calculations you made in your head while your heart begged for relief. Now I say to you, do not fear. Doors will open that you never imagined. Streams of increase will find you, and resources will come from places you did not expect. I will provide in ways that are both supernatural and practical. There will be favor where there was closed opportunity. There will be sudden provision in relationships and networks you thought were dead ends. There will be a multiplication of the little you have when you honor me with the first fruits of your heart. This is not a prosperity that enslaves the soul to greed, but a provision that restores dignity, releases you to serve, and equips you to bless others. Guard your heart against the temptation to hoard or to believe that wealth alone equals blessing. Receive what I give with humility and gratitude, steward it with wisdom, and watch as I multiply it for the purpose I ordained before you were formed. I also bring healing to your body, to the places you have hidden and tried to manage alone. I have watched you wrestle with pain that no one can see, with diagnoses that frightened you, with the slow erosion of strength that made you feel diminished. My hands are upon you to restore health. My breath moves into the broken places to mend what has been torn. This is not only the easing of symptoms, but a deep, whole restoration of body, mind, and spirit. Where medicine reaches its limit, my touch continues. Where science offers counsel, my miracle meets it and completes it. Expect renewed vigor, clarity of mind, sleep that refreshes, hunger for life returning, and cells realigning to the design I intended. Some of you will testify of sudden turnarounds that defy explanation. Tumor shrinking, chronic pain ceasing, energy returning without reason other than my intervention. Others will experience steady, incremental healing that affirms my faithfulness each day. Do not be surprised if doctors call things unexplainable. Let their diagnosis be the stage on which I display my glory. But even as I promise restoration, I ask you to partner with me. Honor your body, rest when I call you, eat with wisdom, and treat your temple as sacred. Healing is my gift, and your cooperation with care and gratitude makes room for the miracle to abide. Type Amen if you believe your breakthrough is closer than you think, and share this word to encourage someone waiting on God. My precious child, listen carefully. This is not a coincidence. This is not a random moment. This is me, the Lord your God, breaking into your day with a word that carries eternal weight. Stop everything for a moment and hear me. I have chosen you, yes you, to receive this message because your spirit has been crying out for answers you could not find anywhere else. I have heard the prayers you whispered in the night. I have seen the tears that never reached your lips, and I have felt the heaviness in your heart that you tried to hide from everyone around you. You thought no one saw, but I saw. You thought no one cared, but I cared. And today I am speaking directly to you. not through chance, not through human design, but by divine appointment. This is your moment to hear the voice of your Creator, and what I am about to reveal will not just comfort you, it will transform your life. You must understand the urgency of this hour. Many will pass by these words and dismiss them, but you cannot. This message is yours. If you turn away, you will miss the very revelation you have been longing for. Do not let impatience rob you of this encounter. Do not let doubt tell you that this is for someone else. I am speaking to you, and you alone know the depth of your cries. My child, this is not a general word, it is a holy whisper tailored for your heart, written before time began, waiting for this exact moment to reach you. I am about to uncover the hidden secrets of your future and destiny, secrets I have kept safe until now. These are not fragile hopes. These are unshakable truths, written by my hand, preserved in eternity, and waiting for you to embrace them. You have wondered why things have felt delayed, why doors closed in your face, why prayers seemed unanswered. You thought I was silent, but I was working. I was preparing. I was hiding treasures within you and around you, treasures that could not be revealed until your spirit was ready. Now the veil is lifting. Now the secrets are being unveiled. Now your destiny begins to unfold before your very eyes. But hear me well. Do not leave this moment. If you walk away from the very answer you have been pleading for. If you allow distraction to pull your heart away, you will lose the blessing I am pouring out right now. The enemy is terrified of you hearing this word, because he knows that once you hear it, you will never be the same again. He will whisper that this is too long, too much, too heavy, but I say to you, stay. Stay until the end, for the final word carries the breakthrough you have been waiting for. My child, you are not here by accident. I drew you here. I called your spirit to this moment. I ordered your steps so you would not miss this. Every second you stay, I am planting seeds of revelation in you. Every word you receive, I am unlocking something that was hidden. These are not ordinary words. They are living words. They carry life, power, and destiny. They are the keys to doors you have not yet walked through, the answers to prayers you thought had been ignored, the confirmation your weary soul has longed for. I need you to feel the urgency of this. Do not postpone this moment. Do not tell yourself you will return later. Later is not promised. Now is holy. This instant is saturated with my presence, and the revelation I am giving is time-sensitive. If you grasp it now, it will carry you into the future I have prepared. But if you let it slip away, you will wander again, waiting for the opportunity I designed for this very second. The secrets I am about to reveal are unshakable because they come from me. They cannot be stolen by the enemy. They cannot be destroyed by circumstances. They cannot be erased by your mistakes. I have written them into your story, sealed them with my promise, and preserved them until the appointed time. And that time, my beloved, is now. You are standing on the threshold of destiny. The door is open before you. Will you step through, or will you turn away? Come and wash me clean, Lord, if you believe in His mercy. I warn you with love. Do not turn away. Do not say, I will listen tomorrow. Tomorrow is not where your breakthrough lies. Today is. Do not believe the lie that you are unworthy of this word. You are worthy because I made you worthy. You are chosen because I chose you. You are loved because my love never fails. Everything I am speaking now is for you, because I desire to see you rise, to see you healed, to see you step into the fullness of the destiny I designed for you before the foundations of the world. Stay close to these words. Let them sink deep into your heart. They are not just encouragement. They are instructions. They are not just comfort. They are prophecy. They are not just reminders. They are revelations. And if you hold them, guard them, and believe them, you will watch them unfold in your life in ways that will leave you in awe. So I say it again, my child. Do not skip this. Do not walk away. Do not let this moment slip through your fingers. For I am here, I am speaking, and I am about to reveal to you the hidden, unshakable secrets of your future and destiny. This is the moment your life begins to change. This is the word your soul has been waiting for. And if you receive it, nothing, no power of darkness, no force of man, no scheme of the enemy will be able to stop what I am about to do in you. My beloved child, draw near to me now, for I am about to open the depths of my heart to you in a way you have not yet known. This moment is not ordinary. It is not random, and it is not the result of chance. I called you here. I arranged this very instant before the foundations of the earth were laid. I wrote this encounter into your story long before your first breath filled your lungs. You are not stumbling into these words. You are walking into an appointment I have prepared for you since eternity past. Do not treat this lightly, my child, for heaven itself leans close as I speak to you now. I want you to understand the intentionality of this moment. I am not a God who moves in accidents. Nothing about you has ever been random. Every detail of your existence, your birth, your voice, your laughter, your tears, even the questions you carry was written by my hand. Before you had a name, I named you. Before anyone saw your face, I knew every feature. Before you ever lifted your eyes to the sky in wonder, I was gazing upon you with unshakable love. You were not conceived in confusion, nor did you arrive without meaning. You were designed, crafted, and chosen. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are a mistake, an afterthought, an extra in a story too grand for you. But hear me. I am the author, and I never write words without purpose. I never form a life without destiny. You are here because I willed it, and you are reading these words because I orchestrated this very encounter. You have felt overlooked. You have felt unseen. You have wondered if perhaps I have forgotten you, if perhaps others matter more to me than you do. But I am here to silence every lie that has ever spoken against your worth. My child, I have never looked away from you, not for a moment. I have been closer to you than your breath, closer than your heartbeat, closer than the thoughts in your mind. When you sat alone and wondered why you were even alive, I was there whispering, because I chose you. When you faced rejection and betrayal and thought you were unwanted, I was there declaring, you are mine. When you believed that no one could ever truly see or understand you, I was there, saying, I see you fully. I know you completely. And I love you endlessly. Do you not know that I have carried you in my heart since before time began? That every fiber of your being was woven by my hands? That every step you have taken, I have walked beside you? I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not indifferent. I am deeply, intentionally involved in every moment of your life. You are not an accident wandering aimlessly. You are a masterpiece moving toward a destiny I wrote for you long ago. The struggles you faced were not wasted. The pain you endured was not meaningless. The tears you shed in the dark were not ignored. Every moment has been woven into a tapestry more beautiful than you can yet imagine. There is not a single day of your life that I did not write, not a single breath that escaped my attention. You see fragments, but I see the whole story. You see broken pieces, but I see a vessel being formed. You see delays, but I see perfect timing. You see unanswered prayers, but I see preparation for something far greater. Trust me when I say, nothing in your life has been random. You are here now because the time has come for revelation. This is not a word for another, it is for you. I have held this moment in eternity's hands until now, because now you are ready to receive it. You might feel unworthy. You might feel small. You might feel like you have nothing to offer, but I say to you, I am the one who qualifies you. I am the one who chose you. I am the one who has declared your worth and your destiny. The world may overlook you, but heaven never has. My child, lean in closely. This message is not just another voice among many. This is the voice of your Father, your Savior, your Redeemer. I am speaking to you with clarity and precision. I am not vague. I am not distant. I am not careless. Every word I speak to you now was formed before the beginning of creation. I saw this day coming. I saw your eyes on these words. I saw your heart trembling with both hunger and doubt. I saw your need for reassurance. And so I wove this moment into time itself, ensuring that at the precise instant you were ready, my voice would meet you here. Please support our channel, because our sincere aim is to fill your life with joy and help you grow in devotion and reverence toward God. And if you feel inspired or blessed by our work, you may kindly encourage us through the Super Thanks button down below. Remember this, you were never an afterthought. You were always in my plan. My thoughts toward you outnumber the grains of sand on the earth. My care for you is more constant than the rising of the sun. You live in a world that questions worth, that assigns value based on performance, appearance, or achievement. What I tell you now, your value does not come from what you do, but from who you are to me. You are mine. That alone is enough. I created you with purpose, and that purpose cannot be undone. Do not believe the lie that you have wasted too much time. Do not believe the lie that it is too late for you. My timing is perfect. You are not behind. You are exactly where I knew you would be at this moment. Every twist and turn, every failure and fall, every rise and every stumble has brought you here. And here is exactly where I planned to meet you. You did not miss your destiny, because I hold your destiny. What I have written cannot be erased. What I have spoken cannot be undone. So hear me again. This moment is not random. This is not accidental. This is divine intention. I called you here because I want you to know that I have always been with you, and I have always had a plan for you. I am unveiling it piece by piece, revealing what was hidden, showing you that nothing is wasted, nothing is lost, nothing is outside of my control. Trust me, my child. Trust that even when you could not see me, I was guiding you. Trust that even when you felt alone, I was carrying you. Trust that even when you thought everything was falling apart, I was holding everything together. I am the God of order, not of chaos. I am the God of intention, not of accident. I am the God who speaks life into nothingness and calls light out of darkness. And I am speaking life into you now. You have a destiny that cannot be shaken. You have a future that cannot be destroyed. You have a calling that cannot be revoked. You are my child, chosen before the foundation of the world, and this moment is the evidence of my intentional love for you. Stay with me, my beloved. Do not drift. Do not dismiss this as ordinary. Let these words sink deep into your soul. They are the truth you have been waiting for. You are not lost, you are not forgotten, you are not random. You are mine, you are chosen, and you are exactly where I called you to be. And now, as I begin to unfold the secrets of your destiny, know this: every step forward will be guided by my hand, every door that opens will be secured by my authority, and every revelation you receive will be sealed by my Spirit. This is your assurance. Nothing about this is accidental. Nothing about this is vague. Nothing about this is wasted. This moment is holy. This message is personal, and it has been prepared for you since eternity. Receive it. Believe it. Walk in it. For I am here, and I am speaking to you. I am about to open to you the hidden secrets of your destiny. These are not shallow words or vague promises. These are the deep truths I wrote into your life before the world itself was formed. Your story was not written yesterday, nor was it formed out of chaos. I held you in my mind and heart before the foundations of the earth, and in the eternal book of heaven, I wrote every detail of your journey. You have not been wandering blindly. Even when you thought you were lost, even when you felt forgotten, every step was accounted for, every moment was marked, every detail was recorded. You are not living by chance, you are living by design. I want you to understand this clearly. Your life has always been in my book. Not one day escaped my notice. Not one breath passed by without my knowledge. You were written before you were born. The number of your days was set before a single one came to be. Every gift I placed in you, every longing that stirred in your soul, every dream that burned quietly in your heart, all of it was part of the story I wrote for you. And because I wrote it, no one can erase it. No enemy can alter it. No mistake can destroy it. It is sealed, it is secured, and it is waiting for you to walk in its fullness. There are mysteries I have kept hidden until now, treasures I've buried deep within you, treasures hidden in the soil of time. Why did I hide them? Not because I wished to deny you, but because the right moment had not yet come. Some revelations cannot be given too early, for they require maturity to carry. Some blessings cannot be released too soon, for they would overwhelm you before you were ready. Some doors must remain closed until your spirit has been prepared to walk through them without fear. So I hid these treasures not from you, but for you. I concealed them, not to punish you, but to protect you, to preserve you for this very hour. My child, I know how the delays have wounded you. I know how the closed doors have confused you. You have cried, asking me why certain prayers went unanswered, why certain opportunities slipped away, why the path you longed for was blocked. You thought I had abandoned you. You thought I had turned my face away. But I tell you the truth, those delays were not abandonment, they were preparation. Those closed doors were not rejection, they were redirection. Those struggles were not punishment, they were refinement. Right, I choose your will, Father, if you're ready to obey His call. Do you remember the times you wanted something so badly, and I said no? You thought I was being cruel, but I was being kind. I saw further than you could see. I knew what would harm you. I knew what would lead you astray. I knew what would break you if it came too soon. So I closed the door. I withheld the thing you thought you needed, because I was protecting you for something greater. You asked me for silver, but I was preparing you for gold. You asked me for crumbs, but I was preparing you for a feast. You asked me for a small blessing, but I was preparing you for a destiny beyond your imagination. Every struggle you endured was shaping you. Every tear you shed was watering the seeds I planted in you. Every disappointment was chiseling away what did not belong so that the masterpiece I created in you could be revealed. Do not despise the fire you walked through, it purified you. Do not despise the storms that shook you, they rooted you deeper in me. Do not despise the nights of silence, they trained your spirit to hear my whisper. Everything you endured was part of the preparation for what I am now revealing. The enemy wanted you to believe the delays meant denial. He wanted you to believe the closed doors meant I had abandoned you. He wanted you to think the struggles meant I no longer loved you. But now I speak truth to silence every lie. I never left you. I never abandoned you. I never stopped loving you. I was working in the hidden places, aligning things you could not see, protecting you from battles you were not ready to fight, and strengthening you for victories that would one day be yours. And now, my child, the time of revealing has come. The treasures that were hidden are about to be uncovered. The mysteries that were concealed are about to be revealed. The pages of your destiny that seemed sealed are about to be opened before your eyes. What you thought was delay was only a setup for greater glory. What you thought was rejection was only direction toward something better. What you thought was silence was me speaking in ways deeper than words. You see, my child, your destiny is not fragile. It is not easily shaken. It is not dependent on the approval of man. It is anchored in me, the eternal God who never fails. The secrets I am revealing now are unshakable because they are written in heaven's ink. No storm can wash them away. No enemy can tear them apart. No failure can erase them. They are sealed with my promise and guarded by my spirit. I hid them for this reason, so that when they were revealed, you would know without doubt that they came from me. You would know that no human hand could have orchestrated them. You would know that it was not luck, not coincidence, not your own strength, but my divine plan unfolding. And when you step into what I have prepared, you will carry a testimony that will point not to your greatness, but to mine. So do not be afraid of what is ahead. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown to you is fully known to me. The hidden to you has always been visible to me. And now I am pulling back the curtain. I am lifting the veil. I am showing you that I have been guiding your steps all along. The path you thought was aimless was the very road that led you here. The season you thought was wasted was the soil in which I planted destiny. The pain you thought would destroy you was the very thing that refined you. My beloved, trust this, nothing was wasted. Not a single delay, not a single tear, not a single struggle. I am the God who redeems, who restores, who resurrects. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, despair into hope. I am the God who takes what the enemy meant for evil and transforms it into good. And I am doing that in your life now. The secrets are being revealed. The treasures are being uncovered. The destiny I wrote for you is unfolding. Stay close to me. Do not rush ahead. Do not look back in regret. Walk with me step by step, for I will guide you. The doors I open now, no one can shut. The opportunities I place before you now, no enemy can block. The blessings I release now, no power of darkness can steal. This is your time. This is your unveiling. This is the season when what was hidden becomes known, when what was delayed comes forth, when what was broken is restored, when what was lost is returned with increase. So lift your head, my child. Wipe your tears. Strengthen your heart. For I am revealing the hidden secrets of your destiny, and nothing will stop what I have begun. I am faithful. I am intentional. I am unstoppable. And so is the destiny I have written for you. I see the places you have tried to hide, the corners of your soul you thought safe from sight, and I call them into the light not to shame you but to heal you. You have walked through seasons that felt like deserts, long days when prayer seemed to disappear into a ceiling of silence and not into my ears. You held petitions so tightly in your chest that your ribs remembered them as pain. You asked for healing, and the body remained weak. You begged for provision, and the cupboard stayed bare. You cried for a companion, and the nights grew colder. I know the secret prayers you could not say out loud, the ones you whispered with a mouth full of trembling. I know the weight you carried when others smiled and you did not. I know the way your hands ached to hold hope, and how many times you tried to fake joy for the sake of those who would not understand your sorrow. Hear me when I tell you, I have been there in every one of those moments. I was nearer than you thought. I did not turn away. I did not look down on you in your weakness. I leaned into the place where you were breaking and put balm into the wound. Your unanswered prayers were never ignored. They were never lost. They were being stored in my hands to be answered in a way that your small thinking could not imagine. When you felt the silence was a wall, it was a preparation room where I trained your heart to rely on me alone, where I taught you to seek my face rather than the applause of men. The loneliness that hollowed you out was not a sentence, but a season one I used to prepare you for a deeper companionship with me, for a closeness that is sweeter than any human comfort. Betrayal cut you in places you did not know could bleed. Yet in those cuts I poured lessons of discernment and a tenderness for others who are wounded. Fear of failure haunted your sleep and kept your gifts hidden, but I have been with you in that fear, steadying your hands when your courage failed, reminding you that perfection was never the condition for my love. Do not think for a moment that your sorrow moves me less than the joy of another. Every sigh you uttered, I recorded. Every tear that fell in secret has been gathered. There is no tear you shed that I did not collect and keep in a bottle of remembrance. Your sorrow is not overlooked, it is treasured. I hold your tears like precious seeds that will spring into testimony and fruit. When the world counted your seasons as loss, I counted them as investment, an investment in the making of a heart that will know compassion, depth, and strength beyond measure. My child, do not mistake the trial for a curse. Hear me plainly. Your trials were not punishment. They were refinement. I am not saying this to minimize the pain or to make a platitude out of your suffering. I stand in the fire with you, and I have permitted the flames to do what loving hands sometimes must do: remove what would choke life, shape what would be broken, purify what would be impure. Imagine the craftsman at his bench. He does not leave the jewel uncut because it might lose a part. He cuts away what mars the brilliance so that light can pass through. So I have worked in your life. I have cut away fear, smoothed dishonorable edges, and ground out the pride that would have taken the weight of destiny and bent it into ruin. Those who have not been through the refining cannot always recognize its fruit, but I see it forming: patience replacing panic, gentleness replacing anger, wisdom replacing impulsive haste. What you called waste I called training. What you called setback I called a strategic delay. The night you felt abandoned was the night I drew a new map for your feet, one that would lead you around traps and toward the appointed place I have prepared. Do not measure your journey by what you see in the moment. Measure it by the promise that stands behind the moment, the promise I made before you were born. Every sorrow has a purpose in my economy. Every dark season contains a seed that will sprout, with my tending, into abundant life. When the enemy gloats, thinking your pain has won, know that he is blind to the larger story I am weaving. He cannot feel the stitches I sew into the fabric of your soul, nor could he touch the treasures I hide in your broken places. Your pain will become a doorway. Your scars will become maps to guide others. Your past will become the podium from which I will speak of mercy. This is not empty comfort. It is prophetic truth. Hold it, not as an excuse for inaction, but as the fuel for endurance. Keep walking. Keep trusting. The refining work has not wasted you, it has prepared you. Do not be ashamed of what you have wept. Shame is the enemy's tool to keep you small, to cover the beauty that is being formed within you. I tell you now, shame has no place in the story I have penned for you. You were never meant to carry guilt that would make you bow your head away from my face. Bring all your shame to me, and I will burn it away. I know the mistakes, the moments you wish you could rewind, the words you wish you had not said. I do not tally them to use them against you. I have already paid the cost for every misstep. My love is the higher law that cancels condemnation. Walk out of the shadow of shame and into the light of my acceptance. You are not defined by what you have done or what was done to you. You are defined by who you are to me, my child, beloved, chosen. When you release the burdens of blame and accept what I offer, you will find a lightness in your step and a clarity of call. The very things that once made you hide can now be offered as a bridge to others who sit where you once sat. Your testimony will be a map for the lost and a comfort to the broken. The world will not understand the depth of your change, but heaven will shout. I am not the God who keeps a record of your failures to condemn you. I am the God who keeps a record of your repentance to restore you. Your past will not be an anchor. It will be a platform. Listen carefully, beloved, for I speak tender urgency. Do not let your pain become your identity. Sorrow is a chapter, not the whole book. Lift your eyes and see that I have set a table for you, even in the presence of your betrayers, that I have prepared a way where none appeared. As you continue to breathe the breath I give, you will find strength returning to the places that were hollow. I will send companions to you whose souls mirror the lessons you have learned. I will arrange provision in ways that will silence the critics and astonish your doubters. The inner healing I bring will not merely soothe, it will overhaul. You will walk with a new steadiness, a holy confidence that does not swagger but knows its worth in me. The fears that once loomed like shadows will shrink when you step into the light of my promise. I will shepherd you through the valley and into plains of testimony. The nights of wondering why will be replaced by days of singing thank you. And when the world sees you rise, they will see not your glory, but mine. I will make your life a proclamation that my goodness is true, and that I never gave up on the one I formed in my hands. Finally, beloved, know this to your marrow, every tear has been turned into a currency in my hands. I will use them to purchase mercy, to unlock doors, to fulfill promises placed in heaven's vault for you. Your sighs have been echoes in my throne room and have set angels in motion. Nothing in your suffering was unnoticed or meaningless. The very elements that felt like ruin will assemble into the architecture of your destiny. Stand firm in the truth, that your life is being rewritten from the inside out. Let your history be the foundation upon which I build your future, not the sentence that defines you. Rest in me, weep if you must, but do not stay in sorrow longer than the season requires. I am with you, and I will not leave you to endure alone. I will gather your tears, I will answer your sighs, and I will turn your refining into glory. Receive this and breathe, for your morning is coming. I come now with a word that is not delayed, not vague, not drifting on the wind, for this is a revelation that has been sealed in heaven and delivered to your heart at the appointed hour. Hear me plainly. A coming unveiling is at hand. I am pulling back the curtain that has hidden what I have prepared for you, and I declare that what you have longed for in secret will be made visible in the days just ahead. Do not mistake this for wishful thinking or for the stirring of imagination. This is my promise. I have placed markers in the realms you cannot yet see, and the time has come for those markers to become milestones in your life. I am about to lift what has been veiled, to disclose what has been kept in the treasury of heaven for you alone. Prepare your heart to receive, because this is not a small thing. This is the revelation of purpose, provision, healing, and relationship that will change the course of your days. You have wrestled with questions about your path, and now I answer. The revelation arrives. I will show you the outline of your destiny in ways that will leave no room for doubt. The map of your tomorrow is being unfolded before you, and I will walk with you over every inch of it. The things you thought lost, delayed, or denied are finding their way back to you, refined, enlarged, and ordained to carry glory. Type Amen if you believe your breakthrough is closer than you think, and share this word to encourage someone waiting on God.